To understand the Cabal and their motivations, you just need to get a few historical facts straight. Once you realize the history you have been given is a lie, white people were not the discoverers of the planet, but its enslavers. Not because they are evil, but because of a certain disease of mind. The Sumerians were not the first of anything. Human civilization goes back millions of years. Did you know it was recently discovered that there was not one big ice age, but 7 or 8 shorter ones within the one we normally hear of as the last ice age? This proves the cyclical nature of our Earth. She wipes away the age before to make way for the new. This immediately explains the biological diversity we see on Earth. And to my starseeds, yes, of course, different races of humans and different species of plants and animals do connect and demonstrate intervention between various galactic civilizations. However, we need not even look there to understand the diversity in general, because if we understand that life survived each of these 12,000 year cyclical destructions, ice age and melting, of which we are currently at year 12,046, and compounded in strength by the fact that this is a 26,000 year event also. But forgive me, if we understand that life survived in these little pockets, we can see how repeatedly these small pockets of local species spread out over the earth and then interacted with each other over and over again, overlapping, mixing, extension, pocket, mixing, extension. And this is why we have such diversity on the earth. Let me be clear to any whom hear this: you cannot understand the earth changes without a spiritual understanding. Period. No matter how great of a scientist you believe you are really just crazy until you integrate spirit into the mind and into the mental understanding. And you certainly cannot have the full picture. But if we understand Roswell really happened, extraterrestrials are really here, and the government has contact with certain elements of them, then you can start to get the frame of reference to understand this. Once you grasp the way consciousness works, you can begin to see their game of manipulation. To make it simple, of course, it has always been about control. And first, we must understand that if we admit extraterrestrials are real and fully capable of being here at any moment, and that some are friends of humans and some are not. Now, we all understand the way power works enough to know that our true enslavers, our true manipulators, must not be humans at all. You must all grasp that. The Cabal is not run by humans. Sure, there's lots of humans in it, but they only get so far in ranks, unless they move beyond being human. That is, to ascend into the shadow and become their very own neighborhood archon. Oh yes, we are the archons, just as we are the angels. Now, the Cabal is not our government. They manipulate our government and in a lot of ways control it completely. However, most workers in the government are unaware of this, or at least they pretend they are on a conscious level. But what really is the purpose of all that they are doing now? The pandemic, trying to start a war, financial collapse, hyperinflation, food shortages. What is their end game? Well, again, once we grasp that we are co-creators here with them of this dream reality, we can start to see they are manipulating us to uphold our own prisons, to power the matrix. But they know more than anything, that game is almost up. Remember the prophecies. They have known the end was coming for a long time. They just didn't want you to know it. Why? Because they want you to die in a panic, enslaved to addictions of the body and mind, self-loathing and defeated, greedy and angry. They want anything except that you begin to think about what next, what after this life, about bigger things or new things. What, baby? They are terrified you turn within and escape their matrix. Y2K then makes perfect sense as a false flag event. Make sure no one listens. They knew the physical reality wasn't ending on 2012. Everyone in spirit knew, but they played it in the media and in the crowds. False flags. Don't listen to the woo-woo. Climate change hooked me. As a third density man, I was utterly convinced by Al Gore. Now I find out it was a misdirection, a sham, a magical trick. We are causing about 1% of climate change. The rest is the end of our cyclical cycle and our sun's increase in activity, in conjunction with the galactic shift being created and generated by the will of the Godhead and the Mother. They don't want you to know that the Earth is changing because the sun is changing, because the whole galaxy is changing. They don't want you to ask, why is the galaxy shifting? Because then you would have to turn to spirit for the answer. They know a door is opening, and they are about to lose all the power they've been stealing from us for so long. And they know if they can keep you scared, hungry, tired, weak, angry, high, strung out, or in a strip club, or watching pornography, or even glued to the news or TV all day, even slaving away 9 to 5, anything to keep you from waking up to the only real choice you have, to move forward into unity and love with Gaia, or to spend thousands more years with the Cabal, playing their game. That's a pretty clear choice.